Friends, we are in the duty-free zone in Vienna and our big family trip begins. We are going to Bali for 6 months. We are just approaching plane 1315. We are flying to Denpasar. We have a stopover in Shanghai. We're flying 12 hours to Shanghai and then a 3-hour pause and then another 6 hours to Denpasar. The whole family to Bali for 6 months. It starts now and you will be there. We are going to the plane. Here we go, here we go. Friends, we are boarding the plane. We made it in time. We didn't miss it. Good news, because the worst is when you buy plane tickets for several thousand euros and miss the flight. Luckily, that didn't happen to us. It's ideal that we're traveling on Easter Sunday when the roads were completely empty. So the journey from Nitra to Vienna to the airport took 1 hour and 20 minutes. Perfect. Cuba's travel artifact. The rear wing has arrived, but it will fly. It will fly. We are sitting in the airplane. Friends, it's starting. We already believe it. Until now it was like a foggy dream. But suddenly it is true. That's right. We are flying. We are. At the moment we are already 5 hours on the road and in the airplane. Another 5 hours and a half await us. We are already seated. The children are having dinner. The only thing they gave us. They gave us food 10 minutes after takeoff, and now apparently not until 2 hours before landing. Those Austrian airlines are saving. But in any case, we are excited. We are going to Bali. So far we are handling it well. You could say with the kids completely fine. Let's go look out the windows. Now you can't see much because it's dark, but we saw a beautiful sunset and everything. Just amazing. So we successfully landed in Shanghai after 10 hours. At home it is 10:30. Good morning, and here, friends, is the current time. The flight lasted 11 hours. And here it's 3:19. Not 3:19. 6:19, 6 hours. 19 minutes is the current time here. In the morning, and we experienced a 3-hour night during which we were flying. So great. So this is the plane that brought us to Shanghai to Pudong Airport. This is beautiful, huge. We are at the Pudong Airport. We have to pick up our luggage. We have to arrange the flight tickets that we have purchased. They just couldn't send us an online check-in because it's not possible. We have to pick them up at the airport, then go through security screening again, and all the other things like during the first flight now in Vienna. And then we fly from Shanghai to Denpasar. Here we have 3 hours of time now. Pudong Airport in Shanghai is the airport where you wait constantly. For everything there's one line. You wait in one line. Here is another line already in front of the gate. And here you wait for check-in. In Vienna it was quick. And here everywhere you wait, yes, more people, etc. But like massacre. So we're excited. So turn towards the gate. From where are we flying to Bali? We are waiting here for the check-in, friends, in front of the gate in Shanghai. And I have to say, I'm disappointed because not a single announcement, and they announce something every moment, but not a single announcement in Slovak. Like, sorry, hey, I don't know if we might turn around and leave. So, we're finally getting on the plane in Shanghai, friends. This is our plane. We're flying to Bali with it. And we've had enough. Today, 6 more hours on the plane, and we're going. So now we're flying, and we're sitting in the airplane. We're not flying yet and waiting for departure to Bali or to Denpasar in Bali. Another 6 hours. Now we have a slightly smaller plane, 3 seats on one side, an aisle, 3 seats on the other side. To be honest, the 4-engine plane was a bigger Boeing. This one is really a bit smaller, but that we already believe that it looks good. Nothing is falling, no screws are sticking out anywhere. So it will take us safely. So in June, Joy Air, we received these nice packages. Look at the food. Unfortunately, they don't have any meat-free options here, even though we told them we only want the packages. Otherwise, they have some kung pao, chicken or beef, but they said if it's not vegetarian, then we don't want it. And Kupko already started opening the juice. It's nicely packaged, looks good. And these are nuts.
Odasta bardzo much, this is a cookie. Kupko is already eating it. It seems like an Oreo. There are nuts, then there are spoons, and also those juices.
We landed in Bali. We just landed in Bali. Finally, after 19 hours of flight. And we're waiting for them to park the plane and we go outside. Still the formalities, visas, and all the other things we have to present. And then we go to the accommodation. So we're excited. We're in Bali. Woohoo! We are at the airport in Denpasar, and I must say, compared to the Vienna airport and also the Shanghai one, this cannot compare. Everywhere here smells beautifully. Herbs, or rather, I feel like I'm in a sauna, because as we got off the plane, it was automatically humid, hot, and smelled like a sauna, like incense, or some oils, or something beautiful. We're going to have a look around. It's really great here. Look, it's beautiful here. This is the airport in Denpasar. So we are going to handle the visas and all the paperwork, and the taxi driver should be waiting for us upon arrival to take us to the hotel. So we should have everything arranged. Let's go. We got everything sorted at the airport, all the formalities, etc. It wasn't difficult. Nothing was checked because we had already arranged visas and everything in advance. So that's nice. It's great that we have kids at all airports, including in Shanghai. So we had priority. So traveling with kids is great. And now we're looking, we should have a taxi driver who should be waiting for us here. So we're looking if he's still here. So an amazing person is driving us from the airport. What's your name?
Nova.
Nova. Through booking, I actually paid for a taxi that was waiting for us at the airport. The poor guy stood there for 2 hours and waited because our plane was delayed. Well, it was delayed while we sorted everything out, etc., with our sign. But he was there. This is him. Nice guy, really pleasant person, and he's explaining everything to us so you know, please tell me.
Hovoriš
Om Swastiastu.
Om Swastiastu.
Om Swastiastu. Om Swastiastu is in Balinese, not in Indonesian. Because in Indonesian you have good morning, Selamat pagi, Selamat siut, and I don't know what else, but this is only in Balinese. It's just one greeting, Om Swastiastu, and it actually means good. Like you can greet all day. Just so you know, we just learned that. It's great. Okay, great. And now we are going to the hotel. We are going to the hotel, we are sorted out, and we are going to check in. And everything already has, we have, therefore, a very nice taxi driver. And everyone here is so smiling. Nice. So, and it's beautiful here, friends. And everywhere it smells like in a sauna. Like in a sauna. Just like when there are scented sticks everywhere. Beautiful. Beautiful. We are at the accommodation. A little bit wild. The accommodation is wonderful. I have to show you that. So friends, our accommodation is fantastic, and I would like to further explain what happened. I'm curious how it will all turn out. We are already swimming. The taxi driver was very pleasant, really a great guy. Brought us to this beautiful accommodation. We have two of these really beautiful apartments with a beautiful bathroom. This is one, and next to it is our second apartment. There is no one here. It looks like we are alone, or I see someone else next door with a light on. And there's another room with a light on. But otherwise, it's beautiful here. The pool has water that is maybe 28 degrees. Outside, it's incredibly hot. Today, it's possibly 34. Really warm. So fantastic. The kids are thrilled. So what happened? What happened was that we booked accommodation through Booking in February. We found this accommodation at a fantastic price. It was advertised as new on Booking. So we booked it and it worked out. These two apartments really for the week with breakfast came out to 100 euros. Friends, that's 112. Really a very good price. Good, very good price. But the fact is they wrote to us about 3 days later from this accommodation saying they made a mistake, etc. Asking if we wanted to cancel. I didn't notice it because you have to respond to it within 5 hours, and I responded to it and packed it only in the evening that day when it arrived. And therefore, Booking did not cancel the reservation. It remained the way we had ordered it. And now we have arrived here, where Booking shows that the accommodation is confirmed everything. And we arrived here. And she said, the lady said that they don't have this reservation here. That she had no such information from Booking, that Booking sometimes does things like this, that they will sort it out, that tomorrow they will call from Booking, that it must be resolved and nothing was cancelled. So I'm curious how it will all turn out. But the fact is it's beautiful here, so we're excited to see how it will all look. And it's just wonderful. So I'm very curious about what and how. Just keep your fingers crossed that they don't throw us out of here tomorrow, saying it's not valid. Well, I will handle it through Booking's helpline. And this is how it looks here, friends. It's beautiful here. It's 30 degrees outside. Just lovely. Here in the room, we also have this little gecko. Little lizards that are absolutely everywhere. But we're grateful for it because it doesn't harm us and eats all the mosquitoes and bugs on the wall, which is great. Welcome, little gecko. We are already sitting in a restaurant in Bali. Kupko, I'll give you the phone. We went to eat. We checked into beautiful accommodation. Here it is. Just so you know, it is 19:55 minutes past 6 o'clock. That's what time it is for you. So friends, our first morning in Bali. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Outside it's nicely humid, but not too hot. Around 25. It feels like 25, 27 degrees. But it's amazing. And we're looking forward to our first breakfast. Our first breakfast. Yesterday we fell asleep because of jet lag. We woke up at 11. Breakfast was until 9:30. But they gave it to us anyway. Look, here is such a beautiful nook. And like this, so this looks like breakfast. Each of us got a bowl like this. Fresh fruit, pipano, vegetables. I don't know what it is. Green melon, and then these toasts with avocado spread and vegetables. Well, it's just beautiful. What can I say? Good morning to everyone. So it will be great, and it tastes super. So, friends, we're going to look at the beach. Our first day in Bali. After waking up late at 11, we missed breakfast a bit, but they were kind. They made it for us anyway. This property is owned by a lady from Australia. And it is actually new, renovated. It's beautiful here. And off we go. We're going, friends, to the sea, into the sea, to check out the beach. We are already swimming. The sea is amazing, warmer than the pool at the accommodation. Friends, the sea is fantastic. Maybe it's 30 degrees. Hey, how warm could the sea be? 30, at 29. Definitely 30 because it's warm. When Stefka easily goes into the water, that means it's warm water because she can't handle cold. So in Spain, in Tenerife, when we were Tenerife, in Torrevieja, there we couldn't swim at this time because the temperature was 15 degrees, 17, 19, 20. Here it is 30, so it's great. And the environment here is just amazing. There are such beautiful corners here as well.
Z pláže sa presúvame teraz európsku kuchyňu. Áno. Super.
juicy letter to Booking saying that I'm absolutely disappointed after 15 years of using them, that I'm going to stop using them, that as soon as they leave a family with 2 kids hanging like this, just went on vacation, and I had written to them 2 weeks before we left for Bali, that
whether the reservation was valid because it showed as valid to me, but no one responded to the email where I
asked before, etc. In short, Booking messed it up completely. The owner, an Australian lady, told us that they, instead of
the price $102,290,000 per night, they put on Booking. They gave her that price on Booking only $129,000 per night because she sends the conditions and they enter it there that she did not make a mistake. Booking did this, and instead of apologizing, Booking blamed her again, saying she can't accommodate us, etc., etc. The fact is, I completely canceled Booking. I canceled all subsequent reservations through Booking, and now we're using the Agoda app, and Agoda is a great app, friends, much cheaper accommodation in hotels, etc. We are here.
found, which we already have secured until the end of May. But what's important is that with the owner of this accommodation, we finally agreed that
we'll just move to 1 apartment. We won't have 2 because it would be more expensive. And for the same price, they'll supposedly leave us 1 apartment where 4 of us can comfortably sleep, basically even with cups. So it turned out well in the end. We still have nice accommodation, comfortable and so on. Each of us has 2 rooms, but only 1. I cut ties with Booking. We are on an evening walk, and I am standing right in front of a stall. We are going to try this banana tempura. One is 10 rupees, which is about 50 cents. Then banana roll as well. That's about 50 cents. And then this panko damlum. I don't know what it is, but we'll taste it. There's already fruit, so we're looking forward to it. And he fell asleep. So here, they're fighting like this, and the traffic is really heavy. Look, now in the evening, it's coming alive here, and the traffic is intense.
That faded.
So this is fried banana with some different sauces. These are fried banana rolls. Again, they fry in coconut oil, which is fantastic for us. This is the first colorful one. Wow. Yum, 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 yum. In the evening, Bali comes alive and the traffic gets more intense. It's like a massacre here. The later the hour, the more cars there are. But how do the hotels look here, friends? Some of them, it's just beautiful. Look, that looks like a temple, not like a hotel. Friends, Bali is beautifully decorated at night like this. Look at it. I don't know if it's something special or standard. And this is what Bali looks like at night. What is the traffic like here? Here it is really quite intense. In this part of Bali, it's interesting that we noticed this both last night and tonight, that the heat is normal, but you can see it. Every evening it gets covered in smoke here. And it normally feels as if someone is burning something like herbs or something. It's not plastic, but more like grass or I don't know what. And here, it's also covered in smoke. Notice, we noticed it yesterday as well. This part is called Benoa in Bali, right? It is in the southern area, and in this Benoa, it just smells like smoke everywhere. It's strange. And you can even see it here, how smoky it is. Hello, hello. So, we feel like at home in the countryside. Well, and look. Hollywood claims that it invented something special. But look, they also have stars of fame here in Bali, and not just any. They have them regularly everywhere. Such walkways. This is a walk of fame. On each star, although nothing is written, underneath there is a typical channel. But they have their own. Walk of Fame. Look, another star. And further on there are more and more and more. You have Bali. In Bali you have everything in one. Hollywood Walk of Fame. And here you can basically write any name you want. So you can come and write whatever. I would write Peter Gecik, or Stefania Miskova, or Zofia Lili Gecikova, or Jakub Gecik. It would stand out here, wouldn't it? Ah, let's hide. This is a papaya bought yesterday for a few cents. In Slovakia, I hated papaya because it didn't taste good to me at all. It was tasteless, rubbery, just nothing. Here, I tried this papaya and we can't get enough of it. It's juicy, tasty, sweet, just amazing. Friends, this is how papaya should look. Wow, and it cost several cents. By the way, today begins, friends, the holiday in Bali. It is called Galungan. Galungan is the god of thunder and war. And it is a holiday that celebrates the victory of good over evil. Here on Bali, it is the second largest holiday in Bali, after the period of the Day of Silence, which was already celebrated. This is Galungan. It begins today and lasts 10 days. Galungan dan Kuningan means that Galungan is today, the god of thunder and war. Today, a specific holiday begins here, and in 10 days, it ends on Kuningan. That's what the 10th day is called, Kuningan. By the way, among those offerings, which are not only during this festival, but anytime on the streets or on the internet, people give money, cigarettes, rice, candies. You'll find everything, anything possible, and another beautiful day in Bali today. I got a bit sunburned yesterday, so today I am just like this in a t-shirt and with a cap, but it's great. This is how it looks up close. There is a small altar where they place those offerings. Gifts. So they place them on the altar. So we went for a massage. They're going to do Sofinka's hair. And Stefka started a lot. And Stefka. But Stefka quite enjoyed the massage. So it comes out around 60,000 rupias. That's about 3 euros. A 30-minute massage. Reflexology on the feet. And Sofinka is getting her hair done. And that goes with my mother too. When will they cost you 150,000 rupees? Such little wolves. It looks like it's beautifully approaching for Sofinka. We found out that the lady who is massaging Stefka's feet is from Lombok. It's an Islamic state, an Islamic island. And here they are all Islamists. Otherwise, only Balinese Hindu. And they didn't know much about the holiday. Today, which is called Galungan. It starts today because today none of them are from here. They only come here for work. Otherwise, there are a lot of such places for massages here. You just walk across the street and then sidewalks. And here they have things like massages. They do hair, nails. They do everything possible. Massages. By the way, a full body massage for an hour costs 120,000, which is about 6 euros per
an hour of massage, which is great, right? So those are, for example, the standard prices here. To let you
So today we set out for the beach in Nusa Dua, and now we're in the Benoa area, which is about 30 minutes on foot from Nusa Dua and Nusa Dua Beach. And Nusa Dua Beach is a renowned beach that the state takes all government guests to, and it is like a showcase of Bali. Showcase? We're going to take a look there. There are nice beaches. They say snorkeling is good there. Bigger waves are for surfing. So we're going to see what it looks like. We set out a bit in the afternoon when the sun isn't so strong, because during the day it's brutal here. So this is Nusa Dua Beach. It is one of the most beautiful places in Bali, and even now it is full of people and tourists, and they say during the season it gets even busier. So Nusa Dua Beach looks beautifully romantic like this after dark. The kids want to play in the sand with molds here. We're looking forward to it. Bye, loves. How do you feel on the beach in Nusa Dua? Well, we're returning from Bali. Now from Bali, from Nusa Dua, it is 8 o'clock in the evening. It is quite unusual that here it regularly gets dark at 6 in the evening. So one feels like it has been dark for a really long time. And here is another temple. And since today is a holiday, they all gather in the temples and chat. Another temple up there. There are so many motorbikes parked here. We just passed one and we are returning from Nusa Dua Beach and we're walking. It's quite far, 3.7 kilometers. But I'm extremely excited because there are so many beautiful things here. We see, so it's great. Everywhere you see those illuminated, those things I call whips, that in Slovakia we were leaving right on Easter Sunday. And here we see just whips. Others, only with them it doesn't relate to Easter. They are Hindus. Because they do not celebrate Easter, which you can see as the locals here do not observe green and red, but the Friends do. Orange. We have green. The cars have actually stopped, so traffic lights work normally in Bali. It's a rumor that they don't stop at red lights, but they do stand there, so it works perfectly. Although these ones couldn't care less about the motorcyclists, but the rest and these people normally stop at the red light diligently, so it works. 5 minutes further down the road, you see motorcycles again. Again, motorcycles. And again, there's some temple where the locals said 5 minutes walk further. I know that.